مدارس الطالب الذكي. القرآن حياتنا نحو جيل إسلامي أمثل.
Hello, my students. How are you today? I hope all of you are good. Welcome to Macmillan Education English World class for grade 4. We still in Unit 8. It's talking about, yes, the ancient Egyptians. Do you remember them? Okay. Today we have reading, but part 3. And today we are going to learn how to read a text and then answer a question about this text in general and to answer the questions about our lesson specifically. First, open your workbook, page 72, question 1, and see here. Here we have reading comprehension and vocabulary. But the first exercise is read a message for the Pharaoh of Egypt again. Number the sentences in order. So here, look at the topic of the question. Here he told me to read the lesson again. So before I put these sentences in order, I have to read the lesson again. So you have to read the lesson again. Let's read it together again, quickly. Okay. Open your pupil's book, the lesson, and follow me. Page 82. Message for the Pharaoh of Egypt. It was before dawn when Pezo heard a voice. "Wake up, Pezo, wake up," somebody whispered. Pezo opened his eyes in the dim moonlight. He saw the face of his old teacher. Pezo sat in surprise. "Shh," said his teacher. "Don't speak. Get dressed and follow me." Hurriedly, Pezo put on his tunic. The other boys were sleeping. He stepped quietly past them and followed the old man outside. As silent as shadows, they crossed the courtyard and entered the great hall. Pezo's teacher led him towards a small doorway in one corner. Messengers didn't usually go through it. The rooms behind the hall were part of the palace. Suddenly, the old man stopped and spoke. "Listen, Pezo," he said. "You are the youngest messenger in the palace, but nobody runs as fast as you. You are not yet 17, but you are as brave as any man. Now, you have an important task. Come." Pezo followed the old man through the narrow doorway, the long short passage. They entered a large room where lamps burned brightly. The golden walls glowed like the evening sun. Two men stood near the doorway. They were talking quietly. They stopped when they saw Pezo. Their tunics were fine linen with delicate patterns of gold. "These are important people," thought Pezo. Turn the page, page 83. A table stood in the middle of the room with a gold chair next to it. There were silver cups on the table, but the chair was empty. Pezo heard his teacher say, "This is the boy, Prince Ra-Hotep." A tall man appeared from the shadows. He wore a heavy cloak over his tunic. Bands of gold circled his head and his arms. A collar of gold and rare jewels were around his neck. He beckoned to Pezo and the boy stepped forward. The prince looked carefully at Pezo for a moment. "You are strong," he said, "but you must be clever too. You must take a message to the king. You must remember every word. He leaned forward and spoke clearly. Repeat, he commanded. Pazur repeated the message. The prince nodded. Now go, he said, and do not fail. Pazur left the room and ran back through the hall. He crossed the shadowy courtyard and ran out onto the road. Then he ran straight on, out of the city gates and toward the desert. I must not fail, he repeated. I must not fail. Now we are going to answer and put these sentences in order. So now we have read the text again, so we know the order of the events. Let's read the whole sentences and then put them in order. His teacher said, "Get dressed and follow me." Prince Ra-Hatib appeared from the shadows in the room. "You must take a message to the king," the prince said. His old teacher was waking him up. Pazur opened his eyes in the moonlight. The teacher took Pazur through a passageway into a small room. The prince looked at Pazur for a moment. Pazur learned the message. Pazur ran into the desert to take the message to the king. Okay, what is the first thing that happened in these sentences? Pazur opened his eyes in the moonlight. What was happening? Yes, his old teacher was waking him up. His teacher said, "Get dressed and follow me." And then what happened? The teacher took Pazur through a passageway into a small room. And then Prince Ra-Hatib appeared from the shadows in this room. The prince looked at Pazur for a moment and then, yes, you must take a message to the king. Yes, the prince started to speak to Pazur. Then Pazur learned the message. Then Pazur ran into the desert to take the message to the king. Okay, let's open the same page 72 in your workbook 2, question 2. Choose the best word from the box to replace the underlined words. Here I have words in the box, and here I have sentences, but not with the same word, with a definition for the word or an alternative one. So you have to put the word that means the same meaning of the words in the sentence. So let's first of all read the words in the box. Fail, repeat, hurriedly, whisper. Number 1. Shh, speak quietly, said Mariam. What's speak quietly? Fail, repeat, or hurriedly, or whisper? Yes, excellent, it's whisper. Now, number 2. Karim was late and he packed his school bag in a rush. In a rush means fail, repeat, or hurriedly, or whisper. Yes, hurriedly. Excellent, guys. Number 3. I didn't hear you. Could you say it again, please? What's to say it again? To say or do something again. You remember? Yes, of course, to repeat it again. Number 4. Oh dear, said Omar, I will not pass this test. Will not pass to fail. Excellent. Grade 4, now it's your turn. And now we have homework in workbook page 73, questions 1 and 2. What will you do in these questions? Let's see. In question 1, he told me to read and write. The underlined words are spelled wrong. Try to write the words correctly. Don't look in your dictionary, please. So now you know the vocabulary, the whole vocabulary that we took before in this lesson. And you know the spelling well. It's necessary to know the spelling well because here the spelling of the words are wrong, the underlined words. So you have to write it correctly. I will make you the first example. Number 1, wake up, Pazzer. Somebody whispered. He whispered? Yes, spelled wrong. So I have to write the right spelling. What is the right spelling? This one, W-H-I-S-P-E-R. Okay? Let's see question number 2. And then you are going to do this the same like the first one. Question number 2. Read the words in the box. Write them in the correct list. Here I have 2 lists. Clothes and accessories, places, right? And here I would see the words in the box. For example, the first word, tonic. Tonic, clothes and accessories or places? Yes, clothes and accessories. Let's see the next word, whole. Whole is clothes and accessories or places? Yes, places. And you are going to do the rest of the words like this. Thank you, my dear students. Grade 4, I will wait for your homework. Don't forget to do it today. I love you, my students. See you soon, inshallah.